Not winning your voiceover auditions? If not, it boils down to one major reason. I'll share it with you next on this week's DeWeese Directive. Hey there, Bill DeWeese here from VoiceOverRevolution.com, and I want to welcome you to YouTube's most subscribed to and most watched voiceover-related channel. And I want to thank you for making it that way, and make sure you share it with all of your friends and those that you know that are involved in the voiceover business and the voiceover community. And a quick reminder before we get to this week's DeWeese Directive, and that is I'm coming to the Big Apple, New York City, on September 27th and 28th. That's a Saturday and Sunday for my two-day Voiceover Revolution event. And during those 2 days, and by the way, the cost of this is only $395 for 2 full days, action-packed with real usable information. We'll cover all of the aspects of voiceover, from performance to business to marketing. And my daughter and assistant Mallory will be joining me as well, and we'll be talking together about how to run your business most effectively and efficiently for the greatest profit, and how you can make more money as a voice talent when you hire an assistant, and how to get the most out of that assistant. So those are some of the things that we'll be covering on September 27th and 28th. To get more information, to hear testimonials from those who attended my Las Vegas event a few months back, and to register, simply go to voiceoverrevolutionevent.com. So you're not winning voiceover auditions, or you're not winning enough voiceover auditions, and you're wondering what the deal is. Well, it all boils down to one major reason, and that simply is this: you are not believable. Those who are listening to your auditions are not choosing you because they don't connect. They don't feel that what you're saying is true or believable. They cannot imagine you being in the place of the person who's actually recording the voiceover. And if that's the case, then there are 3 primary reasons why you are not sounding believable. And so here, if you want to take notes, here's where you take notes. Number 1 is authenticity. If you're not being authentic, it could be one of a couple of reasons. Number 1, you're not picking the right auditions. So let's say, for instance, if I were to receive an audition for a man with a deep Southern accent that has a rugged, very rugged, kind of rough, gravelly voice, almost like a Sam Elliott Dodge Ram type commercial. That would not be a commercial that I would stand a very good likelihood of winning, because that is not me. I'm a much higher range in terms of my voice, my vocal range, and in terms of my life perspective and attitude. I'm much more of a guy next door as opposed to the deep, gravelly, rough and tumble kind of guy. So in that regard, I would not be authentic. Not a good choice for me to audition. The other reason that you may not sound authentic is that you are not communicating with the listener. You're listening to yourself as you talk. And that's one of the biggest mistakes that voice talent make, is they listen to the sound of their own voice. Just imagine yourself communicating to somebody else. How would you communicate that message sincerely to another person? Not focused on how you sound, and do you sound right, and the pitch of your voice and pace. And I'm not saying those things aren't important, but I'm saying the bottom line, the end of the day, somebody has to believe that that is you talking to them. That is authenticity. The next reason could be conviction. You don't sound convicted about what you're talking about. You don't sound sold out to the idea, the proposal that you're giving, the call to action that you're giving. And it could be that deep down inside, you don't even like the product you're talking about. And if that's the case, you've got to believe that the people listening on the other end will sense that. They will, at some level, they will sense that you're not sold out. So if you have to, mess around with there are strategies where you can replace the concept, the idea, the product you're talking about with something in your own mind that you are sold out to and that you have deep conviction about. And the third reason is emotion. As much as we would like to think that we're all very rational and intelligent human beings, and at a certain level we are, we oftentimes make decisions based on how we feel about something. And if you want somebody to connect with you at an emotional level, which as a voice talent we certainly do, if we want to win auditions, if we want people to respond to the projects that we record, then we need our listeners to feel compelled to listen to us. And that's typically done because they feel, and they may not even verbalize it, they may not even realize what it is, but they feel an emotional connection with us, which means we have to feel and communicate with emotion what it is we're talking about. So if you're not winning auditions, It's because you're not believable. And if you're not believable, it's because one or two or all three of the things that I just talked about are out of whack and you're not connecting on those levels. So those are the things to work at to be able to increase your percentage of wins in auditioning so that you can get more jobs and you can make more money as a voiceover talent. Hey, thanks for checking out this week's Due East Directive. I hope to see you in New York on September 27th and 28th. Until next time, take care. Talk to you soon.